this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are on this journey to love. And so yesterday's message was all about number 33 from the book. And these are channel letters that I do between your divine loves. And they are quite amazing. So today's letter, a couple of things that happened yesterday. I've been saying about definitely things are going to be happening to close chapters on things. And, you know, that we're definitely being pushed to move forward and move on and really close the door on stuff from the past. And I had said about my mum, and my dad had left my mum for... Anyway, yesterday, having not seen my dad in 4 years, I go into a cafe with my mum, and sure enough, my dad was in there. Now, I didn't even recognise him, and my mum wanted to go up and speak to him, but I was like, no, because he had sent me a card a couple of days ago to say that he was getting remarried to her friend. And so I was like, no. And I hadn't got round to telling my mum because I was picking the right time. So anyway, so sure enough, you know, this tower energy that I've been talking about came in. And yeah, basically, there was no option because I had to say, listen, we're leaving. We're not going to say anything. And then I had to tell her. And the thing is that really closed a chapter, both for me and for her. Because for me, I realised that actually the person that I knew as his father growing up is not the person that he is today. In fact, I didn't even recognise him. And also for my mum, it's really a final chapter to say, right, okay, well, I closed the door on that. So the reason why I'm sharing that is because other people might be going through the similar experiences. And although yesterday was very, you know, wasn't nice, today waking up and feel like, no, today is a new day. And also that had to happen because it had to be let go of. So with that, so that's the first thing. The second thing is that I got a message from my twin. And he said that sorry he hasn't been in contact, but things have been really hectic. I mean, I don't know what that means, but obviously things have been going on for him. So that's the second thing. The third thing is that over the last sort of couple of weeks, no, I'd say a month, just like I was getting guidance to start the books, right? But I was just kind of ignoring it for quite a while before I actually did them. The same thing has happened and this is when, you know, the more you go on and on in this journey, and, you know, I'm just basically learning as I go on. I mean, I don't think anyone's an expert in this because we've never done it before. But over the last few weeks, I have been getting guidance to channel from the Pleiadians. And I was kind of like, well, I don't really even know much about that, and that's something that I'm going to have to look at. But in the same way that I channel these letters from your divine twins, I've had this guidance that I'm going to do channelings from the Pleiadians, but I haven't ever. But I'm just, you know, I was just like, wasn't ready for it. Basically, I was kind of like putting it off, and just I would listen to it, but then I'd be like, no, I'm not ready for that. Well, sure enough, and this is what I mean about, you know, all of us helping each other, because then a divine masculine came to me for a channeling, and he said that he wanted to have channelings from his ancestors. This is the second time he's asked me for this. And so I'm going to read you the letter because I know he doesn't mind me sharing. And so, listen to this. So, it says... So it's this person's ancestors. What guidance do you have for him? Right? And it is, we are from the Pleiadian star system, and we are here to guide you back to your true star quality and essence. The major thing that you are learning is to be at peace, to feel rooted to the earth, the guidance of the universe to flow through you, to be an open channel to let the life force of the universe and the power of the star system to flow through every part of you. See the light coming through your fingers and creating beams of starlight. You are a force of nature, just as the waves, the wind, and the trees. Be the root of the tree that feeds the forest. In the same way, you are feeding the universe. Right, so when I started channeling that, and I was like, oh my God. Again, you know, like when you get those shivers. And I was like, okay, all right, kind of thing. I was like, okay. So I sent it to him. And then he came back and he said, oh my God, spot on again, because he's just been doing some, you know, he's been finding out that he's a star seed and all of these different things, which, to be honest, I'm not an expert on at all. I don't, Aloha Pink Bella, I know, is very into all of the different meanings and names and all that sort of stuff. So I was just kind of like, ooh, wow. Because I just think it's so cool, because that visual imagery around basically the roots of the forest, and what it says is, be the root of the tree that feeds the forest. In the same way, you are feeding the universe. So that is the guidance that I want to say today, which is I'm going to read it again. We are from the Palladian star system, and we are here to guide you back to your true star quality and essence. The major thing that you are learning is to be at peace, to feel rooted to the earth, the guidance of the universe to flow through you, to be an open channel to let the life force of the universe and the power of the star system to flow through every part of you. See the light coming through your fingers and creating beams of starlight. You are a force of nature, just as the waves, the winds, and the trees. Be the root of the tree that feeds the forest. In the same way, you are feeding the universe. Oh, I love that. I just love it. The other thing that I love about this is that this person is also a member of the crystal grid that I do. And the crystal grid is all based around the forest lovers who are entwined together for eternity around the oak tree. So also the fact that it's referencing the forest as well in this letter is just amazing. And can I say that this, I mean, again, another turn in the road that I totally was not expecting whatsoever. In fact, I don't really know anything about the Palladians or any of that. So now I'm going to have to go and research and find out about them. Because, I guess I'll just start channeling what they want to tell me. But it's just, you know, it's a bit woo-woo, even more bloody woo-woo. So, yeah, just anyway, so I just thought that was so lovely, because it's such a nice visual image of what to do, to really imagine, like, starlight bursting out of your fingers and spreading it all around the universe, which is just so cool. Okay, so the letter for today is number 77, and it is...